I support her.
Yeah.
So, you know, whatever she wants, the Mowrys have her back. I love her dearly.
Tamera Mowry is finally breaking her silence over her sister Tia's divorce from Cory Hardrict, and it looks like she was never a fan of Cory and the way he treated her sister. Turns out that things were super messy behind the scenes because Cory was forcing Tia to change who she was for him. Well, Tamera is spilling all the tea on how and why Cory did that. Did he really try to steal from Tia? So it looks like the Mowry twins have united against Cory because Tamera Mowry just made it more than clear that she is 100% on Tia's side. In case y'all missed the tea, there has been a lot of drama going on between Tia and Cory in the past couple of weeks, and if there is one person apart from Tia and Cory who knew the inner workings of the marriage, it's Tamera. Not only is Tamera Tia's twin sister, but she was also there for every step of Tia and Cory's relationship, so she knows firsthand what happened. She was even there when Tia and Cory met for the first time, so I'm not capping when I say that she knows the marriage just as well as Tia and Cory themselves. And because Tamera knows what's going on, she knew that her sister was struggling in the marriage and has been struggling even after the divorce because Cory has not been making things easy for Tia. Now, y'all probably know that Tia has always been the primary earner in the relationship because she's a bigger actor than Cory, and it has been like this throughout the relationship. But what y'all probably didn't know is that Cory was broke when they met because he was working at a local Kmart while trying to get his big break in Hollywood. Not just that, he was owing thousands of dollars to the government because he had illegally collected unemployment benefit. It was during this time that Cory met Tia and Tamera while they were shooting the film Hollywood Horror. And trust, their first meeting was not a fairy tale. Tamera revealed that Tia was not attracted to Cory when she first saw him, and she was turned off by his appearance on the first day that they met. Cory, on the other hand, was embarrassed when he met the sisters. They were successful black actresses, and he was an upcoming actor who was still broke and heavily in debt. When they finished shooting on the first day, they offered to give him a ride home because he didn't have a car. When Cory decided to start pursuing Tia, she and Tamera were super skeptical because they doubted his intentions. And according to Tamera, this was the first way that Cory had started to change Tia. Tia had always been very trusting in her relationships, and she was not the type of person to have doubts in her relationships, but she was full of doubts when it came to Cory. Well, Tia got over her initial reservations and she married Cory in 2008. However, she was smart enough to insist on signing a prenup before the wedding, and again, this kind of suggests that she didn't trust Cory. Well, it turns out that she was smart to not trust him, but we're going to get into that in a bit. Tia became a different person once she and Cory got married because it seemed like she was single-handedly trying to keep the family together. Fans also picked up on this because there were talks about how obvious it was that Tia loved Cory way more than he loved her. I mean, take a look at this video and tell me Cory doesn't look bored.
I see Cory as my partner in crime. You know, it's like, I'm not doing this alone. Like, you really are my best friend. I can't even visualize myself, you know, without Cory.
She was gushing about how much he meant to her, and he just looked kind of bored with the whole thing. And honestly, it seems like this was a pretty common thing in the Hardrict house because Tia had to do all the heavy lifting. Tia basically had to change who she was so she could keep her family together. She even paid most of the bills in the house because Cory got used to her paying the bills and never really stepped up. Tia actually hinted at this after she filed for divorce. She liked a post by the neighborhood about partners who didn't pull their weight financially, and she even dropped a side eye emoji just to make sure that people got the shade that she was trying to throw. Now, if you know Tia, you know that she is not the messy type that goes throwing shade at every chance she gets. This was out of character for her, so you know that she was pained over Cory's actions. Well, she ended up filing for divorce from Cory, and insiders revealed that she finally realized just how badly Cory had changed her. Tia has never been the type to compete against Tamera, but a source claimed that she found herself constantly comparing her marriage to Tamera's marriage, and that's when she realized just how messed up things were for her. Tia filed for divorce and she released a statement on Instagram saying, "I have always been honest with my fans, and today is no different. I wanted to share that Cory and I have decided to go our separate ways. These decisions are never easy and not without sadness. We will maintain a friendship as we co-parent our beautiful children." Tamera has publicly shown her support for Tia after she filed for divorce.
Just announced that she's gonna be getting a divorce.
Yes.
Does like a half of your heart break for her?
You know, I support her. You know, right now she just kind of just wants to, you know, just process it all, take it all in, and, you know, be a little private about that. And, you know, as a sister, you know, I'm just gonna respect that.
But do you guys want to know the wild part about this? It's that even after Tia filed for divorce, she still found herself struggling to keep the family together. Last December, she spoke to a TMZ reporter and she revealed that she and the kids were going to spend the holidays with Cory because it was better for the family.
Family is family, no matter what happens. And that's what's important to me, so we will always be family.
She had the internet wondering why on earth she was spending Christmas with him after filing for divorce only a few weeks before, and it kind of looked like Tia feels like it is still her job to keep their family together, even though she has split from Cory. So how did Cory pay her back for this? Well, he filed a motion in the courts to try to force Tia to pay him alimony. Oh, and remember the prenup that they signed before getting married? He asked the courts to declare the prenup invalid, and he filed this motion just a few days after Tia announced that they were spending the holidays together. Cory was doing everything in his power to make the divorce as messy as possible for Tia. In his court filing, he ticked the box that said that Tia had to pay him spousal support, but he did not tick the box that said he had to pay her alimony, which had people believing that he was after her money. But that's not all, because according to court documents, Cory and his lawyers asked for the determination of the validity of the prenuptial agreement dated April 14, 2008, and or that any provisions are unconscionable. Well, Cory managed to get the prenup revoked, but then Tia came at him with full force. She asked the courts to grant her everything that belonged to her in the marriage, from property to tiny petty things like airline miles, reward points, and all other credit card points on credit cards in her name and on credit cards in the name of entities owned by her. She did not come to play with Cory. Tia never wanted things to get so messy. She wanted to work things out amicably, but then Cory forced her to change when he started making moves to get his paws on her money, and she was not about to let that happen. And Tia recently revealed in an interview that her kids were actually one of the main reasons why she decided to file for divorce. A part of my decision was also for them seeing their mother walk in their truth. Tia explained that divorce was one of the hardest decisions she had to make in her entire life. However, she knew she had to make that decision for the sake of her kids. Tia said, if they see that mommy can do it, that mommy, no matter what people say, no matter even if there's some sort of doubt, whatever, mommy pushed through. They can say, my mommy is living and chasing her truth. I want my children to do that. Tia also said that this is the best gift she could have given to her kids, saying, I want them to see that it is okay to have a bad day. I want them to see that it is okay to chase your joy. I want them to see that it is okay to live your truth. Child, to say that divorce was the best gift she could give the kids means that things were definitely ugly behind the scenes. Now, as far as Cory, sources close to Cory are saying that he is frustrated that the divorce didn't turn out the way he wanted, and as he feels like he was entitled to at least some of Tia's money. Well, fans are definitely seeing Cory for all that he was and how he messed up Tia so bad. After, one person said, Tia was so private about everything during the divorce. I'm glad she had nothing tied financially to him. Smart move, girl. He walked in with nothing and left with nothing. He was not a man. He was a little boy mooching off of his wife that loved him, but all he saw was dollar signs. And something about Cory's demeanor and energy is extremely unsettling to me. He seems creepy. It looks like Cory almost changed Tia into a bitter ex-wife, but she was lucky enough to have a strong support system. But do you guys believe that he was really after her money this whole time? Let me know what you think in the comments, and if you like this video, then you should check out the next one.